It can get lonely. You'll be extremely surprised once you find out the price of things like toilet paper and cleaning supplies. It's important to always lock your doors and let a trusted friend or neighbor know if something comes up. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Karen and I make content to do with lifestyle, travel, and sometimes beauty, just a little bit. Now, I have been living alone in the UK for the past 11 months. It's about to be 1 year in a few weeks. So I decided to share 10 things I wish I knew before I started living alone, or 10 things I would have found extremely useful had I known in the beginning. So let's start. Tip number 1. Living expenses are way more than just rent. You're probably thinking about the rent and the bills you're going to be paying, and that's fine, but something you don't think about is the living expenses. You'll be surprised once you find out the cost of things like toilet paper and cleaning supplies, especially when they run out and you have to restock. They can be quite pricey and you might end up spending a bit more than you expected. Making a monthly budget will help you out a lot when it comes to planning for these items and also keeping an eye for sales. I would recommend buying some of these items in bulk, especially when there's sales. It might be a bit expensive at first, but trust me, in the long run, it will save you more money. Second thing is that DIY skills are a lifesaver. Now, as a girl, there's a lot of things you're doing for your beauty maintenance. Things like hair, nails, lashes can cost you a lot of money, which is why it's important to learn how to do some of these things by yourself. And this goes even beyond beauty. Even fixing things or upgrading furniture in your house can get quite pricey. It's important to look at cost-effective solutions. For example, for nails, I just do simple press-ons. You can also learn how to do easy hairstyles such as crochet hairstyles, or start out with twisting your hair, which is much easier than the normal braiding style. Number 3, it can get lonely. I'm not gonna lie, there's some times when the silence feels like it's really loud, but the good news is it's manageable. Simple things like scheduling calls with your friends and family, or just going out to new places and changing the environment can be quite helpful. But the most important thing is learning to enjoy your own company. Number 4, you're responsible for everything. Now, especially if it's your first time living alone, things like paying bills can get really overwhelming. Keeping a calendar and a to-do list will help you stay on top of everything and you won't end up getting so stressed. Number 5, meal prepping saves time and money. Cooking for one person can get quite tricky, especially if you're trying to minimize the waste. Prepping food for every 2 to 3 days will not only save you time, it also keeps your food fresh and is great for your budget. You won't end up having to spend much on takeout because you have ready meals at home. Number 6, it's easy to fall into lazy habits. When no one's watching, it's so easy to eat junk food or spend hours scrolling on your phone. Trust me, it happens and I've been there. Creating a routine with simple things like working out in the morning and allocating time for tasks with scheduled breaks in between will help you stay both productive and healthy. Number 7, grocery shopping is an art. Shopping for one person may sound easy, but it's not. Understanding how much to buy without wasting food takes practice and can get slightly exhausting. Now, I always make a list before I go shopping, which makes things super easy, and the list will get more accurate as you go because you end up learning which items you use realistically every week. Number 8, safety is a priority. Living alone means no one knows what you're up to half of the time, which is why it's important to always stay cautious. It's important to always lock your doors and let a trusted friend or neighbor know if something comes up. Things like travel plans or deliveries. Remember, safety first, always. Number 9, creating a comfortable home takes time. At first, I thought my space would feel like home instantly, but it didn't. It took me a while to personalize with decor or adding small touches that make it feel like home. Things like adding wallpaper on my wardrobe or sticking posters on the wall. So when it comes to making your space feel like home, just be patient and don't rush. Ultimately, your home should reflect who you are. And lastly, number 10, you learn a lot about about yourself. Living alone is like taking a course in self-discovery. You get to find out things that you like, your strengths, and areas you need to grow. It can be quite challenging, but it's so worth it. You come out stronger and more confident in the end. So those are 10 things I wish I knew before living alone. Living alone is such an amazing experience, even with the challenges. Let me know some more tips in the comments if you've lived alone or are planning to. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!